Okay, we're in chapter 13. This is part 2. We're about 2/3 of the way down 139. Ellie has just found 3, I believe it's been 3 dead people, and Maya knows that she needs to find somebody that's alive, so a man is going to go hide. Okay, here we are. Okay, Ellie, ready? Ready to find? I got up slowly. I was tired, and I could tell Maya was not as excited as she was pretending to be. But it was work, so I followed her directions. She took me over to a house we'd already searched. Why were we going back here? I paused in the doorway, puzzled, while Maya waited in the street. Something was different. I put my nose down to the dusty carpet and sniffed. Vernon! His smell had been in here before, of course, but now it was fresher. And he'd walk straight across the floor. I followed, stepping over bits of glass, books that had fallen from a bookcase, a toy truck, a smashed radio. There was a pile of blankets in the corner. Vernon's smell was strong there, full of sweat and heat and goats. He smelled different from the other people I'd found so far in this place. He smelled alive. I turned and raced back to Maya. Show me, she urged. I ran back to the blankets, and when Maya peeled them back, Vernon sat up. A big smile crossed his sad, grubby face. You found me, good dog, Ellie, he shouted. I wagged so hard that my back feet started dancing with excitement. I was a good dog after all. I'd found somebody who was glad to be found. Vernon laughed at my dance and rolled with me in the blankets. I licked his face. He tasted sweaty and dusty. Maya threw him the rubber bone and we played tug-of-war. Then I was ready to work some more. Maya and I worked all night. We found more people, including Vernon, who became better and better at hiding. But I'd worked with Wally, so no one could fool me for very long. I found Vernon every time. The sun was coming up when we came to a new building. Sharp-smelling smoke was still rising in slow clouds from one corner. There was a smell here that I did not like at all. Some metal barrels had been crushed under chunks of concrete and were leaking a liquid that made my eyes water. It didn't smell like anything I'd ever smelled before. Maya kept the leash on my collar. Careful, Ellie, she murmured. A brick wall had fallen down. I pushed away the horrible smell from the barrels, trying to find. The smell was faint underneath the chemical stink, but I still caught it. A person, dead. I stopped and stared at the pile of bricks. Someone's here, Maya called out. Her voice was tired. We know about him, a man with a shovel told Maya. We can't get him out yet. Whatever's in those barrels is toxic, going to need a cleanup crew. Okay, good dog. Let's go somewhere else, Ellie. I got up, but I didn't walk away with Maya. There was something, a hint of a new smell underneath the flood of chemical odors. There! The scent trickled out from a wide crack in the wall just beyond the pile of bricks. Another person. A woman. My body went rigid. I looked up at Maya, waiting for show me. It's okay, Ellie. We're going to leave this one here. Come on, Maya said. She pulled gently at my leash again. Come, Ellie. I stared back at the crack in the wall and then up at Maya. We couldn't leave. This new person I had found smelled like Vernon. She smelled alive. I thought there was a little bit more for chapter 13. So Maya and Ellie are struggling with this. There's obviously been a disaster, and many people have died. And you can only imagine how difficult this would be and how exhausting. It sounds like they worked all night long. All right, let's stop and